Hello everybody, it's just Even519 here, and today we're looking at Meredith. Yes, that Meredith. And we are indeed taking her into Fafnir 10 on auto. She is actually part of a team that I'm using that is not able to consistently auto Faf 10, but is able to actually do it like at least higher than 50% of the time, which is really good. I just finished maxing out her final ability to the final step because, of course, you know, first we had to, of course, max out skill 1 because screw me, and then this one, and then only this one. But yeah, this is gonna be the first time of me using her with these two abilities with the cooldown reduced by 1 turn. So let's see if that makes a lot of changes on her. Actually, let's first go through what she does. How about that? Let me first tell you guys what she does, because I know a lot of people overlooked her because she is very downplayed when she came out. You know, a lot of people don't really like her kit. So let's start what she does. First of all, she deals damage equal to 100% of attack to one enemy and with a 70% chance to inflict poison for 2 turns. It's kind of mid. You don't really care. Like, if she can land a poison, nice, good job. But for the rest, it doesn't really matter. Now, what do we care about? We care about this. Recovers 30% max HP to one ally, grants defense up, crit resist to this ally for 2 turns. Now, for people who don't know, haven't tried Faf yet, or just have teams that are just really good against Faf, Fafnir's critical hits do a lot of damage. So, while the crit resist isn't a huge deal break, game changer, it would have been if it was crit resist to everybody on the team. It would have been huge against Faf. I would have called her actually a top tier unit for Fafnir. But it doesn't. It's only for 1 character. But it still helps. It's some more healing. Now, what's amazing is this. Reduces the max HP of an enemy by 30%. However, the damage cannot exceed half of her max HP. Right? And recovers HP equal to 25% of the damage that she deals to all allies. Also grants speed up to all allies with 80% or higher HP for 2 turns. That's amazing, right? That speed up is a huge game changer, and she actually does really good damage. With my current kit, with my current build on her, when she crits, which she currently has like 40k HP for me. You guys saw the stats. There we go. Let's just auto that. With my current build for her, she does like 16,000 on a crit on her skill 3, which is absolutely insane. Now, obviously, on this person, she didn't do too much, but that's because she can only take down so much of their max HP, you know? Against a boss like Faf, absolutely insane. So, you know, my current team is I bring Gabrielle for the multi-hits on skill 2, but mostly for the immunity on her skill 3. That's the main reason I bring her. Also really good, you know, captain ability with the 30% increased max HP. Very useful here. We're, of course, bringing Sally as well, because Sally is just huge, right? Her damage reduction is just insane. If the damage reduction procs at the right times, Faf becomes a cakewalk. However, that's really rare. Most of the time, though, it's just a really useful ability to have. Of course, we have Lu Yi. I have to kind of look up the names because sometimes I do kind of forget them. Lu Yi is the DPS I ended up going for. I do also have Tang Yun build, but for some reason, Lu Yi just seems to work better for me for autoing this. You know, I did used to run like him and Tang Yun together, but I just wasn't able to consistently auto it. I did auto it at some point, but like not with both of them on the team. It's just not happening for me. I need to work up my units a lot more. Maybe get my, you know, my Berenice to level 60 with more max HP. Maybe then I could do it, but for now I can't. But yeah, overall, Sally, Dispel, as well as healing. Lu Yi, good damage. Berenice, absolutely amazing for her 3rd skill, which people don't know because I know some people like to overlook the 3 stars, which is fine, by the way. I don't think it's a good idea to overlook the 3 stars, but I do understand if you come from other gacha games why you might want to. Grants all ally Esper shield equal to 22% of her own max HP for 2 turns. If an ally is buffed, then it grants an extra 30% shield strength. That is huge, especially since there always seems to be at least 1 buff going on this team most of the time. So yeah, that's absolutely amazing. And of course, last but not least, we have our girl, Meredith. Meredith is absolutely amazing for this, right? Like, I was not able to auto Fafnir. I was not able to auto Faf 10 until I put Meredith on the team. And when I put Meredith on the team, it actually became like a above 50%. Now, this is sadly enough one of the signs that I will lose. Yeah, that's it right there. Lu Yi getting hit by the freezes is a like... Oh, dude, did you see that right there? She just did like 18,000 damage against Fafnir. Holy shit. But yeah, Lu Yi getting frozen turn 1 is usually... kinda GG. I don't know. We can still win, but if he gets frozen the second time, there's no hope. Absolutely no hope. But we'll see. But yeah, as you can see right now, Meredith actually keeps us above 80% HP with her shields quite consistently, which is really good. That way, when we do activate the skill 3, we get actual speed up on everybody, which for people who know this game, speed is everything. Speed up is an insanely powerful ability. Okay, he targeted Gabriel. That's actually really good. I do like that, because if he targeted Lu Yi again, we would have been in big trouble. Okay, Gabriel, of course, survives. Like, just so you know, if he targets Meredith, you're fine. If you have Meredith properly, I don't know if it's properly built, but if you have Meredith built like me, right, where it's like a lot of HP, you'll be just fine, right? My Meredith can take a lot of damage. There we go. And we only have 2 more health bars to go. Man, I know that Fafnir got like nerfed. Apparently some people are saying that the speak up buffed as well. I don't know. I didn't do Fafnir before the nerf, so or before the balance change, I guess. But I'm happy they took those 2 health bars now, because with those extra 2 health bars, I don't know how I would have ever done this. But yeah, as you can see, she put some pretty good damage in on her skill 3. Look at that, 18,000, bro. 18,000 is some pretty good damage, man, for a unit that's actually worth bringing into Fafnir. Obviously, in the grand scheme of things, that isn't a lot of damage, but when you look at the units that you actually bring into Faf and how much damage they can do, 18,000 for a support is actually pretty good. Look at that, 20,000 damage. And she just took it, right? Absolutely amazing. There we go, cure all that from herself. Defense up there. Double stun, that's pain. Thankfully, Lu Yi is not stunned, which is really good because he does great damage. I have had a couple of runs where Lu Yi actually died on the final phase, and we still won because the rest of the team just stayed alive, and we're just able to bully Faf. The only thing about Fafnir that's actually an issue to me personally, and this might be a Yada moment for people who've been farming him for longer than me, is him freezing us at the end of each HP bar. That's mostly... Oh, and Meredith got the final hit! Did you see that? Final hit! Boom!
Never underestimate the power of music.
You can't... Yeah, there you go. Oh, what is this? Whatever. But yeah, now if we look at the stats, you can see here that Lu Yi did some pretty good amount of damage, but Meredith also did a really, really good amount. 124,000 total damage. That's actually really, really good for a support. Sally did 0. That's interesting. I guess Sally had a lot of like moments where she was stunned, unable to act, or Ocean Waves just went crazy. And of course, Meredith also gave a lot of support. That speed up is huge. I cannot explain to you guys enough how amazing speed up is. Like, everybody who plays PvP knows how good speed up is, right? AP buff is obviously better, but speed buff, nice. And that was basically my showcase for Meredith. I still think she's a top tier unit. You still have a couple hours to farm her, right? I hope this video convinced you that she's actually worth farming. Is she an SS tier unit for Fafnir? No. But she's also not dead weight. I would call her A tier. I would call her personally A tier for Fafnir. You can run her, and she will actually make your runs go better. Right? I don't know if like people actually bring her. Let me look actually in the strategy tab, right? And I'll also show you guys my build for her in the meantime. Let's go with strategy. Do people actually run her? Wow, yeah, A tier is actually kind of accurate, I guess. Not a lot of people do run her in A tier, but it is quite good teams there, to be honest. Ooh, might have to try this team. That team would be quite cool, but yeah. That team might be the one I'm gonna run next. That's actually quite a cool team. But yeah, let me show you guys what I'm currently up to. I don't think I can enhance this, right? No, I can't. So currently my build for her is the following: HP, HP, HP. She doesn't need damage, right? For people, anybody wondering, she needs no damage. Her skill 3 is based on her own HP. That's as high as she can hit. And she can hit very hard. Like, you guys saw it there. She hits like 18,000 on the boss itself. Absolutely amazing. On here, another one where it's focused on HP bonus. Another one focused on HP bonus. And I couldn't get this one to focus on HP bonus, but, you know, RNG do be pain. Overall, for me, she has like above 40,000 HP. Which is the dream. She has like 40... She doesn't have 41,000 HP yet, but we're getting there. And yeah, that's the type of team that I'm building for her. Could you do this with Ocean Waves? Yeah, you could. You could if you really wanted to run Ocean Waves on her. However, I do personally prefer the speed up myself. I prefer getting turns faster, personally. And it really does stack up with how long Fafnir is to fight, right? Like, Ocean Waves can help make, like, Kronos and Apep faster, but, like, Fafnir is just a really long fight in and of itself. So I feel like, personally, for her, speed is better. But yeah, let me guys know what you guys' thoughts on Meredith. Are you also somebody who absolutely enjoys Meredith like me? Like, I absolutely love her. I think I love her design, and I love the way that her kit works. She might not be SSS tier, but I still like it. Are you somebody that didn't like Meredith? Feel free to also tell me. I appreciate, I take any and all opinions on that. And maybe this video helped convince you to get your stamina together and farm Meredith in these last couple of hours. If that's the case, definitely let me know. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and comment down below. And subscribe if you want to see more Dislyte content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.